Well, hello and welcome to this evening's webinar, the Independent Agent Overview for David Allen Capital. This is a live webinar. We appreciate you dialing in to learn more about this agent opportunity so that you can determine whether or not becoming an agent with David Allen Capital is something for you or not. We believe we have something special, and I'm excited to share with you, as the founder of this company, what it is that we do and how you can benefit. Number one, this opportunity is very flexible. In fact, you can work when you want from where you want, and there's a big financial upside just for helping business owners. Now, what we do is we help business owners gain access to capital, money that they can grow their business with. There's no license required. There's no experience required. We'll teach you everything you need to know, and we'll show you how to do what we do without being licensed. Also, we'll provide you all your training and support, and we will also help business owners save money on their merchant processing fees. So basically, we do two things. One, we help save people money on their merchant processing, their Visa, MasterCard fees that they're charged by Visa, MasterCard for accepting credit cards. That's part of our business. It's more of a long-term income. And then there's the upfront significant income for helping them to get loans or business capital. So let me share a little bit more about David Allen Capital. We're a Michigan corporation founded in 2015 by myself, David Rutz. I started this company for two reasons. One, to help business owners, because I was a business owner and I knew how hard it was to get money from banks, or you'd have to depend on friends and family. And I wanted to help business owners with an alternative way of getting capital, significant way to get capital. But I also wanted to provide an opportunity for individuals like you all over North America so that you could have a way to pick up part-time money or full-time money helping these business owners. Last year in 2016, we were acquired by a 20-year-old publicly traded company called Youngevity International. They are a direct sales company. We'll talk more about them later, but 20 years old, publicly traded, just under $200 million in sales. That helps bring a lot of legitimacy and credibility to our company and financial strength for growth. So let's talk a little bit more about these DAC loans. First of all, a business is out there today, they've got a good idea. They need some capital to grow. They need a loan. You simply introduce them to David Allen Capital. We find the right loan for them. The business benefits and you earn a commission. All you are is a referral partner. And I'll show you how this goes in a moment. But you don't have to close loans or anything like that. You refer businesses who could use capital. Now, the old way of doing this is a business would need a loan. They'd go to their bank, their big bank. We call them stuffy, slow, and no. And those stuffy, slow, and no banks would always say no. And the business owner walks away frustrated. Then they have to talk to friends and family about funds, or eventually they just say, I don't have capital. There's nothing I can do here to go forward. Well, there's a new industry and a new way called the DAC way. And what we do is we have alternative lenders who actually want to loan to business owners. So business needs a short-term loan. You introduce them to us. We then go out and find an alternative lender, and we've got over 30 of them, an alternative lender who wants to loan them money, and they make a decision quickly. So we've got several lending relationships. We're basically an ISO, or an independent sales organization, for all the top alternative lenders and advanced companies in North America. So because we represent all of them, we get best prices for our clients. We also get quick approvals. And again, there's no license required of you to be a referral agent for us. So a little bit about our lenders. Our lenders are better than the big banks. Why? Well, they've got the money of the big banks, but they want to say yes to business owners. See, big businesses stopped lending to small business owners several years ago. Anything under a $500,000 loan, they just don't want to do anymore. We're not talking about real estate loans. We're talking about business loans to expand your cafe or to add another location. They don't do that anymore. They'll loan millions of dollars after a 4 or 5 month approval process, but they won't lend $50,000 to the local hair salon who wants to buy all new equipment. They got to go to their friends and family. Or they won't lend $75,000 to the local restaurant to build a real cool outside patio. They got to go to their friends and family. It's just the way of business today. Our lenders are better because they want to say yes. Think of all the business owners you know. Our lenders focus on small businesses. They actually value your cash flow over your credit score. So if a business is suffering credit worthy, but they've got cash flow, they can get approved. Simple and fast loans, literally approved in a day, many times, sometimes 2 or 3 days. and funded in under 5 days. We're talking about quick turnaround. Loans from $10,000 to $500,000 in terms from 3 to 24 months. These are all short-term loans, quick money, and no collateral required. They're not having to put their house up. They're not having to show getting appraisal done on their property. They're not having to show their balance sheets and profit and loss statements and all that. This is a quick cash flow based loan. They look at their checking accounts, how much are they doing in sales, and that helps them determine how much they can approve them for. Real simple qualifications, 4 months in business, that's it. Anywhere in the United States, as long as their personal credit score is a 500 FICO score or higher, and $100,000 in annual revenue is what they have to be doing to qualify. If they're doing under that, they just simply won't qualify. So these are the minimum requirements. Obviously, the longer in business, the higher your personal credit, the higher your revenue, the better your industry, the more you're going to get approved for. But this shows the minimums. Now, here's our simple funding process. A client fills out an online pre-qualification at your website. Our team takes over from there talking to them. We get them a one-page application. We request the minimal documentation from them. We present them with the terms. They sign electronic documents and funds are wired to their account. We don't have to have an in-person closing or anything like that. This is all done in the new digital world. Simple, fast, capital. All right. Very easy process. We'll explain more about this. Real easy pricing too. We talk about total cost of capital versus rates. Why? We've learned over time, business owners don't understand rates. There's so many definition of rates. So we just say, here's your total cost. You're going to borrow 100, let's say, you're going to repay 126,000 over the term of the loan. That's real easy for them to understand. They don't have to know compounding rates. They don't have to know APRs. All they know is, what is it going to cost me? Well, this total cost of capital would be $26,000. Obviously, you borrowed 100, you repaid 126, it cost you 26. Any business owner can understand that. It's generally about 1.2 to 1.3 times the loan amount for the average client. For higher risk, it's 1.3 to 1.4, and the highest risk is 1.4 to 1.5. So what it boils down to is, you ask your client, we ask the client, do the total benefits outweigh the total cost? So the total benefits are, what are you going to do with that 100,000? You're going to build an expansion that's going to drive more revenue? Are you going to pay some taxes that are charging you crazy interest? Are you going to make payroll so you don't have to shut down? What is the things you're doing with the capital that you're borrowing? That benefit, does that outweigh the cost? If so, you proceed. If not, you don't proceed, of course. Now, real quick, we have no application fees. We don't charge a client anything. There are origination fees charged by the lender sometimes, and it's deducted from the wire, so the client never has to pay money up front. If there is an origination fee, it's deducted from their wire, and it's generally 0 to 2.5%, but it could be higher if they're higher risk. Now, we also have pain-free monthly payment. This is fabulous. Our business owners rave about this. The way it works is, rather than having one big monthly payment, which creates a high default rate and a lower approval rate, our lenders created what's called micropayments. So they break down your monthly payment into daily payments versus a big monthly payment. So let's say your monthly payment was $6,000. They would break that down into 20 banking days, or a daily micropayment of $300. So they're doing cash flow now. This restaurant's already doing a few $1,000s a day in sales. They can easily use their daily sales to cover the daily payment. So, and the lenders know this. They know what they can approve and what can be paid for. They know where the clients can afford and can't afford. So that's how they do these quick approvals. So this daily micropayment out the end of the month comes, they've paid the $6,000, but they don't have to have that in reserve. They didn't have to save it. It was pain-free taken out throughout the month. So their cash flow got them approved. It also helps them get paid off. Our lenders love it, and more importantly, our clients love it. This, again, helps them get these approvals because this lowers the default rate, of course. All right? Now, borrowers stay current easily, and the lenders approve more. Now, real easy to understand offers. We also present your client with easy to understand offers. You're approved for $25,000. Your cost factor is 1.26, so you're going to repay $31,000. Your term is 9 months, let's say, so your daily payment will be $175. So you're getting 25, you're going to pay back 31 over 9 months. And that's how you're going to do it. It's really simple. And generally, a rule of thumb If they're approved for $25,000, they're probably doing about $30,000 per month in sales. So they're doing about $1,000 a day in sales. You can see they could easily afford that $175 payment, okay, which is only taken out on banking days. All right. So easy to understand offers. Now, we also have something called renewals. This helps you because you get paid on renewals. Clients love it and you love it. A renewal is available once a client has paid off at least 50% of their loan. So let's say they started with a balance of 100,000 and they currently owe 50,000. What'll happen is they could go out and get a new renewal for a new 100,000 and they would net 50,000 in more money. They'd pay off their first loan and net 50,000. It's almost like a second mortgage or a refinancing of a mortgage for a higher amount. You end up walking away with money, pay off the first part and walk away with money. So they can do this. Business owners like to do this, and you get paid commission on that as well. So the clients have comfort knowing more money is available and you can earn commission. So why do our loans make sense? Well, number one, we serve bankable clients, which are people who can get approved at banks, and unbankable, people who can't get approved at banks. But sometimes you have time-sensitive opportunities like an inventory discount or an expansion opportunity that just opened up, or you're a landscape crew and you just got a big job, but you'd have to hire more people and buy more equipment, and you got to be able to get it done this week. Those type things, those time-sensitive opportunities, we really help. And of course, if someone's going through a tight pinch and they just want to get beyond that pinch, they're not sleeping at night, they're worried about making payroll, they're worried about their taxes due, they can go to their local bank and try to get a loan. But again, if it's under $500,000, they're not going to get it. They're just not lending there anymore. If it's under $500,000, it's either the friends and family or us. Those are the only choices. All right. And so we're there to help them get through the pinch. So you can see with the cost of the capital being less than the benefit of the capital, otherwise they don't proceed. And with all the options that we do there, you can see why it makes sense to them. Now, if you owned a business and you had a time sensitive opportunity, or you forget that even, let's say you've got a great business, but you want to invest 50 grand into marketing and you don't have the 50,000. But you could borrow 50,000 from us, and that 50,000 would turn into 300,000 or 400,000 in added sales. It makes sense, right? The benefit of the capital outweighs the cost of the capital. So that gives you an example of how someone can use it. Now, all you are is someone who refers clients. You don't have to actually sell this. So you can see how these loans fit in the marketplace. You can see there's a need for it. There's business owners all over North America who love the idea of being able to have access to capital who can't get it otherwise. All right. All you do is refer people. You inform business owners, you know, that you can now get them access to capital. You canvas as a customer. We'll train you about all this. I'm just giving you an overview. You canvas as a customer. That means you talk to business owners as you're eating at the restaurant or shopping in their store. And then you can also cold canvas or network through chambers of commerce meetings with business owners, etc. And then here's an example of what you'd say. How you doing? I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dave. I'm a small business loan agent. I actually represent lenders who like to lend to business owners. We have a simple and fast process. We can get you approved in a day, funded in under a week. And if you could ever use capital for any reason, whether it's to grow your business or get through a pinch, I just want you to know I'm here to help you. And bam, you give me a business card. Again, we'll give you training, but I want to give you an example. You're just referring people to your website. We'll give you a website you refer people to. They fill out their information in a pre-qualification form, and we take it from there. All right? So, and you get paid. Even though we do all the work from the time they fill out that qualification form, we'll get the application from them. We'll get their documents. We'll present the offer. We'll help them understand the offer. We'll present them with the closing documents, and we'll make sure the funds are wired. We'll do all that on our end. We've got an internal team. We are counting on you to being a referral partner. For doing so, we'll pay you significantly. Let's talk about this. First of all, it's results-based compensation. Funded clients is the only thing that creates income, not efforts. Okay? There's no guarantee of income. You can actually earn zero, but yet there's no income ceiling either. So no guarantee and no ceiling. All right. Now, all the statements you're about to hear are for mathematical demonstration only. No income is earned unless customers are funded loans. So any scenarios or examples I show in this training, they may not be typical, and they should never be expected by anyone. They're possible, but that doesn't mean you should expect them. You have to create the results to get the compensation. Our comp plan is designed to allow you to earn a full-time income from personal efforts alone. That's what it's designed to do. Well, you can't guarantee that, but that's what it's designed to do. Our culture is one of attracting new clients by offering them quick and simple capital. And most of the commissions paid out are done so in personal commissions to the individual who helped that client get the loan. That would be you. All right. We have additional commission I'm going to talk to you about, but that's most of the money we pay out. So let's look at this real quick. We have three types of bonuses we pay. The first type is what we call DAC, direct pay. That goes to the agent who secured the funded clients. All right. That would be you. DAC enroller team bonuses, where if you actually decided to build an agent team, much like a real estate broker in your area may have real estate agents that they recruit, and every home sold, that real estate broker gets paid a commission. You can actually do that as well and earn commission on those agents you enroll. And then the third type is longevity team overrides. Remember I said we were acquired by Longevity International. Well, by being acquired by Longevity International, they have a compensation plan as well, and they will pay in addition to what we pay. They're going to pay through 9 levels, and we'll talk about that a little later. So let's talk about the biggest pay, which is what you should be most interested in up front, is your direct pay. It's results based. You earn on average 2 to 4% of the loan amount. So on an example, I get a $50,000 loan. I'm your clients. You would earn $1,000 to $2,000 income. Okay. As you increase your monthly production, your income increases. That 2% slides toward that 4%. All right. Someone got a $100,000 loan. They'd make $2,000 to $4,000 on average. We have had people their first month help a client get a $500,000 loan, and they've made $15,000 from that. It is possible. So, because they earned 3% of that $500,000, and all they did was refer the client to us. I mean, I shouldn't minimize it. They did something great. They referred us to a client who wanted capital, but it's not like they closed the loan or even understood the loan fully. They referred the client to us. Many of you may be involved with business owners today. You simply inform them that you're working with a capital company that likes to lend money to small business owners, and you refer them to your website. Okay, so let me give you a quick overview. On each loan that happens, just so you understand how this works, we assign what we call a bonus volume. And the bonus volume averages about 1% of the loan. So on a $100,000 loan, bonus volume is about $1,000. Now you earn a multiple of that. So we pay you then 2.5 to 4 times that amount. So your income would be $2,500 to $4,000 on that $100,000 loan. That's what we say your average commission is 2 to 4%. See there again, we pay a multiple. That third bullet point, we pay a multiple, 2.5 to 4 times the loan amount, or the BV amount, the bonus volume amount. BV is about 1% of the loan. So $100,000 loan, bonus volume is 1,000. You would earn 2.5 to 4 times that, which is $2,500 to $4,000. Well, let's see how this happens. Here's you. You go out again. You're earning 2.5 to 4 times bonus volume on any of your personal clients, and the way it works is like this. The minimum on all loans is 2.5. Your first full month, you earn a minimum of 3. We start you at the 3 times level, which is really cool. You can earn up to 3.5 or 4 times though. So let's say you started September 15th. You'd be making 3 times the bonus volume, right? Because it's your first full month. Now that's only a half month. So October would still be your first full month. You'd still be getting 3 times bonus volume in all of October. Okay. And then November would be your first month that we have to look back at what you've done in production. So how many loans did you fund in October? Whatever you did the last month will help you determine whether you're making 2.5, 3, 3.5, or 4 times. So if you did 5 loans in the month of October in this example, you'd be at 4 times on all your November production. All right. December, same thing. We look back. What did you do last month? How many loans did you fund in November? That will help you determine what you make in December. Now, you don't have to understand this right now. I just want you to know this. The more production you do, the more you're going to make on that production. That's what it boils down to. All right. So here's an example real quickly. Let's say you went out and you helped someone get a $100,000 loan. Again, BV, 1% would be $1,000 BV. That's average. You're going to earn 2.5 to 4 times that. So depending upon where you are, we show you what you make there. If you're at the 2.5, you're going to make 2,500. If it's your first month, you're at 3 times the minimum, you're going to make 3,000 on that. If you're at the 4 times, you're going to make $4,000. So again, the lowest is about 2%. The highest is about 4%. All right. Now, let's say you went out and you got a $100,000 loan, but it was a higher bonus volume, because sometimes bonus volume is higher than a 1%. Well, same example. This is just some from depending upon the lender and the clients, et cetera, sometimes you get paid more. Well, you'd make a lot more than that 2,500. Okay, because your bonus volume went up, you earn more. Same $100,000 loan, but higher bonus volume, you earn more money. So again, you don't have to fully remember all this. The important thing is that you know the more production you have, the more income you can earn. Now, that's on your personal production. The second type of income is what we call enroller team bonuses. All right. And I can see that my partner Wade was not able to get in the call. It was already full by the time he tried getting in. So I'm carrying this call alone myself right now. So forgive me for covering it all myself. I'd love to have Wade Cordell in on this, and we'll make sure he's in on the next one. This second bonus type, though, is what we call DAC enroller bonuses. All right. And this is when you go out, if you wanted to refer an agent team. Again, think about that local real estate office in your town. They went out, they opened an office, and they recruited agents. What if you didn't have to open an office, but you could recruit agents? And off all the production of those agents, you can earn an override. That's what this is. Any agents you refer, you can earn an override on any production they do. You can have as many agents as you like. They can also build an agent team, which would be your extended team. But here's how it works. Here's how your direct pay team enroller bonuses work. Here's you. Let's say you introduce me. I'm an agent. I go out and help someone get an $80,000 loan. I'm pretty excited. Why? Because it's $800 in bonus volume, which I make 3 times of. So I'm making $2,400. I'm pretty excited. All I did was refer them. Well, because you recruited me, you get an override of between 50% and 125% BV on anything I do. Again, this is $800 BV. So even on the lowest, you're going to make $400. I went out and got the clients. I made $2,400. You made $400 because you introduced me as an agent. Now, if I don't get any loans, clients, do you make any money? No. I don't pay any fees to start. You don't pay any fees to start. We don't pay David Allen Capital a dime to get rolling. There's no money in recruiting at all. But if you recruit me and I become an agent and I go get a client, I earn a commission, you earn a commission. Pretty darn cool. Now, the way that works is you make a minimum of 50%. And once you've had one funded loan yourself, you actually get a second level of agents because some of your agents are going to build an agent team as well. Once you have 3 loans, look at that. You start earning more on your initial level. Once you have 6 funded clients yourself, now you're making 100% of BV of anything they do. You're making 1 times, and now you get a third level as well. And look at this, when you have 15 funded loans yourself personally, you are at the 4 levels. That's the maximum we pay out there through David Allen Capital, but you're getting a significant override on anything they do. And let me share with you how this works real quick. And by the way, renewals count, and you only have to have 1 client funding every 6 months personally to stay qualified at these levels once you reach them. So once you reach that 15 client level, as long as you have 1 client every 6 months, you stay qualified through those 4 levels for those next 6 months. As long as you get 1 more, another 6 months, etc. So let me share with you some income here. Okay. Let's say as an example, you went out and you introduced 4 people on your first level, 4 agents, and they got an $80,000 loan. It doesn't matter how many agents there are. For every $80,000 loan, there's about $800 in bonus volume, right? Times your bonus volume percentage. Well, let's say your bonus volume percentage is 50%. It could be as high as 1.25. You see there? Could be as high as 125%. You would earn between $400 and $1,000 on $800 on every loan acquired by your first level agent. 80,000 is their average loan. So and all your first level agents, your average loans, you're going to make $400 to $1,000 on their production. So it makes sense to create a good team and build a good team. You start to see how you can have other people's efforts here, right? That's on your first level. On your second level, because again, they're going to introduce some people. Let's say they introduce 4. Again, there's no investment required. It's a very credible business. Well, now you get paid on every $80,000 loan. Again, there's about $800 in BV. You're going to make that 50% as long as you're qualified on those for every one of those loans that come in. What if they all just got 1? That's $400 per funding. What if they all just got 1? 16 times 400. Well, that's $6,400 you earn on their production if they all just got 1 loan this month, 1 loan client. All right. Now, if we look at the third level, there's a lot more people, right? Same thing, $800 bonus volume, same thing, 50%, $400 per loan. And even on the 4th level, which could be a lot bigger, you're making $200 per funding. on average, okay, there's no guarantee of $200, but if it was an $80,000 loan with $800 bonus volume, your BV percentage is 25% on your fourth level. Look at all those people you could have on level 4. Again, these are just demonstrations to show you how this works. Hopefully it makes sense. We can explain it again further and we do in our training. The third type of bonus is what we call the Youngevity 9+ level team override. Again, we were acquired by Youngevity International. They're a publicly traded direct sales company. They market everything from consumer products like meal replacement shakes, nutrition, high-end nutrition. Our doctors who formulate our products are the only doctors who've ever been able to get FDA approval on nutrition claims. I mean, we're talking state-of-the-art products. That's why they're a publicly traded $200 million sales company, because they've done very well. So they've acquired several companies, so they've diversified beyond nutrition into skincare and many consumer products. You don't have to be involved in any of that. But the point behind it all is they have a 9-level pay plan. They're a direct sales company. Well, you can get paid in that. And it's much smaller percentages. We're talking about 8% and 6% and 2% of bonus volume rather than 50% or 100%. But you can get paid through many other levels through Youngevity as well. So again, on $80,000 loan with 800 BV, it depends on what level they are to you. $64 extra. Hey, would you take it? Of course. Would you take 64 on everyone on your second level? Of course. So as this goes out, you can see there's some nice checks that come out on the organization. Now, again, to summarize, we have a results-based compensation plan. We have an incentive to acquire personal clients because you can earn more money, right? On your own clients. The more clients you get, the more you earn on them. And so your team has that same incentive so that it helps you. We have an incentive to help at least 15 clients. If you remember, when you have 15 personal clients, you earn a lot more on your team. So does your team have that incentive. So everyone has an incentive to get clients. And don't forget, renewals count. Renewals are very exciting. You actually can earn by getting a client once and get renewals on them over and over again. All right? Again, no funded clients equals no income earned. This is all about helping customers. It's not about recruiting a team. It's about helping customers. The local real estate agent doesn't survive if no one's selling and buying homes. Doesn't matter how many agents they have. We're the same way. We don't mind you having a big agent team, but production is what creates income, not numbers of agents. Generally, numbers of agents equals more more loans, of course, just like it equals more homes sold in the local real estate office. All right. So we do provide all the training you need. We've got a simple system. It's easy to learn and get up to speed. We have a tool culture so you can go out and grow your business using tools. We've got videos. We've got a resource center. We've got a live weekly call, and we've got team leadership. Again, your local leaders who are helping you, they have a financial incentive to help you win, right? They don't get hurt by you doing better. They benefit. In fact, the only way they can benefit is by helping you do better. All right. So great team leadership as well. And we'll take you through the training in the future. But as far as this webinar goes, there's always 3 types of people: those who have no interest, those who are possibly interested, and those who are interested. What I'm going to say is, for those who have no interest, we appreciate you coming out and watching this tonight. So hopefully we didn't keep you too long. Maybe just get with the person who referred you, and maybe you're going to refer them a client or two. If you're possibly interested or you're interested, I'm going to invite you to stick around for the next 10 to 15 minutes where we cover the 4 steps of getting started with us. Again, there's no investment required at all or even allowed in us. The only thing you have to invest in is business cards. So I'm looking forward to showing you how you can get started with us and start making money literally next Friday. That's how quickly our commission cycle it can be. So let's take a break here while I get the 4 steps of starting on, about 4 or 5 seconds here, and we will get started. For those who aren't interested, this is a good time for you to sign off. And those who are interested, let's move on to the 4 steps of getting started. All right? Again, I want to thank you for sticking around. If you're still here, that means you're interested in moving forward with the 4 steps of getting started. And we appreciate you coming out. We've got clients who are loving what David Allen Capital is doing because they're growing their businesses. We've got agents who are loving what we're doing because we're helping business owners in their city, and they're making significant commissions to help us help that business owner. So let's talk about the 4 steps of getting started. It's really simple. Number 1, get started. Just join now. You'll go to the person who invited you has a website. It's davidallencapital.com/partner/their ID number. They'll send you a link to it. All right. Or you could go to the partner with us at the bottom of their website and enter their ID, but they'll send you a link. We recommend you just go to the link they send you. Get started. What'll happen is After you start, you're going to get a welcome letter from us with your agent, and you'll get it immediately within an hour. It'll have your agent ID in it and your getting started training videos. So it's all automated so that you can grow quickly and build a team quickly. Again, tool culture. Even McDonald's has you start with videos before you get on their assembly line. So look for your welcome letter with your agent ID and your replicated websites, etc. Again, these are all given to you for free. There's no cost. So some people I say, hey, if you're not sure if you want to do this, just join and give it a whirl. Go through our training. If you don't like what you're seeing or feeling, just cop out. But if you like it, keep proceeding because we're growing. We're building a winning team. We'd love to have you. That's step one is join now. Number two, get positioned to maximize your pay. Remember, your first month pay, you get 3 times bonus volume. So all of the remainder of May and all of June, you will get 3 times your bonus volume on all your personal production. All right. And then your personal production determines your income after that. So we want to get you to produce as much as you can in June so that July you're making hopefully that 4 times amount, right? So you get to start at 3. Let's get you to 4 by July. Your personal production determines your enroller income as well, don't forget. Remember, the more personal production you have, the more you earn on the people you introduce. Once you have 3 loans, you start earning more on your team. Once you have 6 loans, you start even more than that. So we want to help you get as many personal clients as you can. So we want you to get positioned to maximize your pay. Doing the same effort and earning more. That's what it's all about. That simply comes down to producing results and helping some clients. Step 3, launch your business. What do we mean? Inform your entire contact list that you are a loan agent now. Let them know of your new role. Text them, email, social, through Facebook, phone. You'll be surprised how many business owners know people in your contact list and don't know where to go for money. When you tell the world, if you tell the world you're a real estate agent, some of your friends will go, hey, if I ever sell a home, I'll call on you. If you tell everyone you know that you're a loan agent now, a loan agent in training, if you feel more comfortable saying that, you'd be surprised how many people come and say, hey, tell me more about those loans. And you refer them to your website. So just like if you're opening a restaurant, you'd have a grand opening, you would inform people you're doing it. You want to do the same thing here. Inform business owners and non-business owners of what you're doing and ask them to refer you business if they ever come across anyone. Number 2, sort through your warm market business owners you know. So that means all the business owners you know who have done business with, sort through them and just let them know what you're doing. Introduce yourself or remind them of who you are. Hopefully they're your friend. You don't have to remind them, but just introduce what you're doing to them. Let them know you're now a loan agent with David Allen Capital. You're doing it part-time, just like most real estate agents are, just like most mortgage agents are. It's no big deal. You let them know you're a loan agent part-time and you're looking to help grow their business if they're ever interested. You'd be happy to introduce them to our underwriters and get them started. Again, they just fill out the pre-qualification form on your website and we take over from there. So you don't even have to see their personal information. You can let them know that. So sort through warm market business owners. Many of them need capital right now and you don't know it. They need it and you don't know it. Need it and you don't know it. Or could use it and don't know they can get it. They could use 50,000 to expand their business, but don't know where they can get it. So they don't even have those ideas. One of the most successful questions you can ask someone to help them become a client when you know their monthly sales. Let's say you know their monthly sales are $40,000. We know we can pretty much approve them for $40,000. Not always, but most of the time. Whatever they're doing in monthly sales. So when you find out someone's monthly sales, you can say to them easily, if you had an extra $40,000 right now, given to you to invest in your business, what could you turn that into? What would you do with it? And they start getting all kinds of ideas. Sometimes they got to think about it for a few days, but they come back. It's always something that turns into 100 or 200,000 in revenue, not just 40. You say, well, if I give you that 40, but you're going to have to pay back 50, would it be worth it? Heck yeah, it'd be worth it. Well, there you go. They're a client. So when you mention to people what you're doing, you'll see how many people don't even think about borrowing money because they assume they can't get it. Once they know we can help them, they run and we help employ more people and grow businesses. And then we sort through the warm market for interested agents. You may know people who'd love to help people get capital loans and get paid for it. And of course, you earn overrides on their team. And then D, start to canvas as a customer. So we have drop cards, they're like postcards size. On the front, it looks like a billboard. On the back, there's details about the loan. You can get them right at My DAC Tools. That's where you get your business cards as well. And we tell you about this in your welcome letter. But we say start to canvas as a customer. When you're out, if you go through a car wash, say, hey, is the owner in? They come to the window, or if they're not, you say, well, give them this card. If they're ever interested in expanding or growing, I want them to know we love to help car washes to expand. If they are there, you have them come to the window. Hey, I just want to introduce myself. I know I'm about to go through here, but I'm in the area locally. We love to help business owners who want to expand or grow or get through a tight pinch. If you ever need a small business loan, anywhere from $10,000 to $500,000, I want you to know we can help you out. We can get you approved and funded in under a week. Here's my card. If I can ever help you, go to my website or give me a call. That's canvassing as a customer. You'd be surprised how many clients you get just by doing that. My wife's first client was canvassing as a customer while she was getting her nails done. She asked to talk to the owner of the salon. She had never been there before, and she gave him my card, actually, because she didn't have any cards at the time. And 2 months later, that client called and said, hey, I want to learn more about these loans, and became a loan client. That client's renewed 3 times. My wife has earned 3 commissions from canvassing as a customer. And the fourth step is get trained. Follow our proven steps. You know, this is not rocket science, but there are simpler ways of doing things and more effective ways of doing things. So follow those proven steps, not only for getting clients, but for building your team, knowing who to work with, what clients to work with, etc. When you get started, you're going to have a basic training to follow and a compensation planning training video. Watch both of those when you get started for the first time. And then go through our Agent Resource Center. We've got all kinds of marketing resources and client calls and conference calls we've done in the past for you to plug into. We do a live weekly call every Wednesday that you can plug into and learn more about client. You can even ask questions in advance. You can learn more about client acquisition or agent acquisition and training. And we even do a leadership call every Monday. But we also do local, regional, national trainings live. That you want to attend those when they come to your area. So get yourself trained. So again, the 4 steps reviewed. Oh, by the way, the most important step is the private game plan with your local leader. That is key. Make sure you do a private game plan with your local leader. All right. They'll help you get started on your plan. That is a critical part of growing your business. So again, the 4 steps: join now. Number 2, get positioned to maximize your pay. Number 3, launch your business like you would any other business. And number 4, attend trainings. It really is that simple. So get with the person who referred you tonight, and they'll get you their link to get started. Get through that basic training, and we'll see you in the next steps as you grow through this. Let's help business owners in your community, and let's give you an opportunity to make some significant money. We appreciate you for dialing in and listening in today. And we apologize that it filled up so early. We'll have more seats at the next one for more people to attend. We are going to be doing this event next Tuesday at the same time, 9 p.m. next Tuesday, the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern at the same link. So stay tuned for that, and we will have more seats at that one. We appreciate y'all. Have a great week. God bless you. This is now officially over.